All right, we are doing warm-ups, and I don't even know if this series will be called warm-ups down the road because I'm like we're tackling more than just warm-ups. So yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. It's the end of my night, but I thought this would be fun to do, and it's part of my practice that I want to start highlighting. It's been ignored as of late. Just been busy with other things. So this might down the road become fundamentals. The reason is like this is a warm up in my mind should be like a 10 to 15 minute like strum, pick, do a couple different things, get your fingers moving, some musicality, and then jump into something else. Where this is probably like a 30-minute, 40-minute video. Down the road, it might lead into warm ups. Right now, it's like fundamentals. All right. With that being said, we're going to jump into an exercise I've done for a little while. There's a link below. Nick wrote a great blog post about this, just telling, writing out exactly what I'm going to try to do my best describing. The blog post I think is called "Get Your Buzz On," and you can infer what you want out of that. What we are trying to do, we're going to do column 1 today. So first finger, and you see 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the first finger is implying because the first finger is always leading, or well, I guess it is always leading. And because I haven't done this for a bit, I'm gonna start with finding the buzz again and getting my buzz on. And the big thing that we're trying to do right here is just lightly press enough to get tension. So if I had to, I guess if I had to break this down into 2 to 3 different rules, and probably by the time I'm done 4 rules. Rule number 1: press down so light that you get a buzz. So if you kind of got to calibrate it for a sec. So here's me pressing down for a regular note. Here's me pressing down and getting a nice buzz. The other rule is keeping your fingers kind of in this nice shape here. So my fingers are longer because I'm not hiding my thumb away from anything. I got some nice bend. I got some nice curl. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm keeping my fingers close to the guitar. So those are the things that we really want to watch for. And then this isn't a timed or tempo. There's no metronome I'm going to put to this. I'm just literally going. And I'm starting. Let's make a couple more rules. These are, you can do it how you want. I'm starting at the 5th fret because it's more comfortable than me being stretched like this for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You can play it wherever you want. 5th fret just seems to make sense. We're going to start at the 6th string. We're going to go all the way to the 1st string, come back up. So now that I maybe have all the rules down, and probably make up a couple as we go. So just slow, find that buzz. Next string. As we get to the higher strings, the buzzes are a little harder to get. One thing, if you do this for a couple of weeks, which I did this and then I got distracted, which is quite often the case for me. You do this for a couple of weeks, it's going to change how you play guitar, how you even approach the guitar when you sit down. So it's worth taking the time right now, grabbing your guitar, and getting these notes to buzz like that. I'm pressing down so light on these strings. And I know these buzzes aren't sounding perfect. Some of that's my impatience. Some of it's, doing this on camera right now and talking at the same time and overthinking. Just hear that note get choked out. So we're just working our way back up. And I'm going to be okay with these not being... It's funny, when I taught a couple lessons today, I taught like 8 lessons today. And we didn't go over this all. We're working on a lot of Christmas songs. But very rarely would ever tell a student, hey, press it so lightly that I get this ugly note. much easier to get these buzzes on the lower strings. So now that we just did 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to do 1, 2, 4, 3. I'm not going to be as picky. You know, just as long as I'm getting a decent buzz, that's all I'm going to worry about. If this is new to you and you're getting either this or this, spend some time on it. Really cultivate this sense, this feeling. And it's funny when I'm going to do this for like 5 or 10 minutes, I'll feel a pull on my fingers afterwards. My hand will want to stay in this shape. All right, less talking, more playing. So 1, 2, 4, 3. You hear a little buzz. It's not great. Still, my calibration or how much I'm pressing down is quite less than I'm normally doing. So, I mean, that's a win for me. So 1, 3, 2, 4. Maybe a little bit more buzzes on all of them. Just really, I'm going to try to do my best not talking through, because I just want to focus on how light can I press down the strings and get just the right buzz. So almost no buzz on that first string. That's okay. There we go. 1, 3, 2, 4. Now 1, 3, 4, 2. Did it wrong. 1, 3, 4, 2. And you can hear my pinky almost always presses down too much. 1, 3. Coming back up. 1, 3, 4, 2. And if you're trying this, just look at the camera, this camera right there. Look how little my hand is lifting up on all of these. And, you know, depending on where you're at in guitar and how you've practiced, you might pick up your hand a lot. You might already be well accustomed to this. All right, 1, 4, 2, 3. I know if you want to change the way you play and you want to have more speed, less fatigue, all the benefits in the world. This is what you want to practice. But I'm going to quit talking because my talking is distracting me. There we go. Honestly, I'm pressing so light on this first string, it's almost like I'm not pressing it down at all, compared to how I usually like to play. Last one, 1, 4, 3, 2. Slowing it down just a little bit. I'm not getting any buzzes. A little bit. Cool. All right, so I'm going to do one of those every single day. See how long I keep it up for. So first finger was today. Tomorrow will be second finger. All right, next thing we want to do is arpeggios in C. This is based off the cage position. There's a link below to get this worksheet as well. You guys can become members and get access to all this stuff. You guys can pay for these sheets. These are great things to use in lessons. I use them all the time. Giving students good homework is a key essential for helping them grow. And also good to write this out and also good to practice it. I think arpeggios are like kind of the gateway. Or I was talking to a kid today and I said it's like when Jurassic Park was busy like cloning and doing DNA stuff. And it's the arpeggios are like the building blocks of all the chords. It's the DNA of the chords. And by practicing them, it really opens up the fretboard. So it's a great thing to want to work on. I want to start super slow, not only for myself. I haven't done these for a bit, but for you guys watching, I want to see this be a progressive thing that as we go, we get better and better. All right. So let's look at this. So first, let's play this without metronome. So we have C as our first in the key of C. It's based off of this chord. We'll see how many I do the chord breakdown for. Ideally, we're going down up with our pick. You know, let's learn multiple things as we're getting this arpeggio in our fingers. So very slowly, 3, 2, 5. Oh, I gotta remember how it is. Okay, now I do need to press down a little harder and get these notes to ring out. So pick that battle between applying what I just worked on, but pressing hard enough that I'm actually getting the note to sound nice. Not too hard though. Okay, so we got this 3, 2. Oh. Now, one other thing I want to work on in my own playing is my thumb often lives up here. It's not the worst, it's not the best, but I know if I'm breaking these down slow enough, it's a great time for me to kind of fix some things. You know, my fingers are even longer if my thumb is where it in a more correct position, I'd say. So I think today's goal with this warm-up, let's get through each of these by itself once and then with a slow metronome. So things I want to be picky about is trying to get every note to sound the same. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do it with 45. Pretty slow, so we're going to spend a second just getting that tempo. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So mistakes already, and that's okay. That's why we're practicing. Let's do it without. So, and you saw my thumb sneak up, and the minute I saw it and noticed it as well, I kind of brought it back down. I'm not going to start over right now, though. Focus on learning some of this and picking your battles as you practice. And 2 and 3 and 1 and 4. I want to do about 700 more of them and be better, but it's not what we're doing right now. Again, difference between warm up and focus on one thing and not get good at anything else. All right, D minor chord. All right, so slower. I don't need to break this all down because you guys can read the tablature. Fingers that I'm using are suggested fingers. If you use other ones and it works for you and you can play it smooth and it sounds good, do it. All right, so this time I'm going to try to keep my thumb in position. advantage of about a couple months ago, I started doing some videos on this already. So I feel not pretty comfortable, but I feel like I have the rough idea of all of these. There's a couple near the end that trip me up. I'll do some exercises down the road, though, of showing you how I'd break this down for the first time. This one's quite fun and took me a while to get at first. So 2, 5, 4, 5, I think are the fingers I usually use. Yeah. And then 3rd fret, and then we're just working our way back up. Now this going from just kind of rolling our finger. And the funny thing is, when I started doing this, I started using it in riffs and songs that I was playing, which again is the idea of learning these, not only opening up the fretboard for you, but it'll unlock some technique that you will have to learn to just play this, and all of a sudden it shows up in a song. You're like, oh wait, songs are just a bunch of techniques. And I about changed my fingers. All right. And I'll tell you, this area right here, having the control that I need to with that pinky, and then reaching there with that 3rd finger. So this is what I would do till I'm comfortable here. Not much of a reason to move on. Until I did that. All right, let's see how it is with 45. And 3 and... Try not to rush. Trying to play it right. 3 and 4. 3, 4. And like I said, not aiming for perfection today, aiming to get these in my fingers. All right, the F. So we're starting on 3rd fret on the 4th string, 3, 2, 5. Oh, I already forgot this one. This is one that I confuse with, I think, the A minor I confuse this with sometimes. Yeah, totally. So again, that's kind of a difficult movement for me. You don't have to fret it that way, but you know you're going to use this finger combination. let's do that better. Now, okay, I just want to stop for a second. Just for 30 seconds of getting my fingers to understand what I want them to do. We don't spend enough time on just one simple thing. Then as soon as I applied to the exercise, my fingers were about 10 times more confident than when I just ran through it. So any riff, anything on any instrument you need to work on, just sit there and go, make this into a little exercise. I was having a lesson the other day, and the kid goes, well, this is hard to... It wasn't this. It was Day Tripper by the Beatles. He goes, well, this is hard to play, so I'm going to play it this way instead. And I was like, I get that. You're like 10 years old, so you should make it a little bit easier for you. But at the same time, it's like this song, this idea, this riff has something to teach you. Spend the time learning what it is to teach you. If you can't play it right away, that's fine. Let's simplify it after you've tried it and worked on it. But you need to coach yourself to be like, how do I play this? How do I get better at this? And then do that. And it doesn't have to happen. Here's a big problem that I have. Like, I'm not going to be better at this by tonight. I'll be better at this tomorrow. And I'm not going to see that unless I run through this again. It's putting the time in again. That's a great way of saying it. Time in. That's really tough for me to say. Again and again. Time in, again and again. That's my new philosophy. We'll write that down maybe. And I need to remember, it's the F, not the A minor one. And I don't remember how I play it. I think it's that. You know, and if you pick fingers and all of a sudden you're playing it and it doesn't work, you pick the wrong fingers. All right, let's see if metronome will straighten me out. And 3 and 4 and... So really try not to rush it. Let me 3, 4 and notice that I changed up my fingers. I kind of like that. I don't remember what I was doing before. It was something like that. So I guess either works and comfortable. Good to mix it up. All right, let's look at this G. And again, we're 30 minutes in. It's kind of more than a warm up. It's a heavy warm up. All right, so 3rd fret, 6th string, 3, 2, 5, 5. I like that roll with that 3rd finger. Oh, this one just ends on 3. So this one we're essentially just running down that G chord. The other thing, we're doing a little bit of a roll there. If you're not good at it, sit here and just go. One thing that you want to think about is when I lift up for this note, I have to kill that note. Just practice that. Then go. And it works the other way too. We're coming back up. Same thing here. Slowing it down. And these are the little things that you guys don't notice until you notice, and all of a sudden you're like, wait, when I do this, I play so much smoother. And I can use this in so many songs, so many riffs. Slow. I keep on wanting to speed her up a little bit. I notice I go up, up. I can fix that. Just because I said in the pattern earlier it goes throughout, so. Couple slow ones. Let's actually hear how fast 40 is. And 3, 1, 2, 4. Mistake. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Slower. I even forgot what I wanted to talk about. There was something that, every once in a while. And that's me being picky. And I am running out of time. I got 2 chords left. We're fine. All right, A minor. Same thing. We got 5, 3, 2, 2. So we're rolling that. Oh, and I forget how to play this one. There we go. And this confused me when I first started. It was tough for me. This 5, 5, 5, 5. Just having room. So sit and. Sometimes I'm just not getting to that 5 exactly how I want to. All right, let's put metronome to that. 45. And 3 and 4 and 1 and 4. Feeling myself get distracted as I'm playing. Again, hearing this, those twos together every once in a while throws me off. Little things that do. Pick your battles. I say it a lot. I say it in lessons a ton. Kids are probably sick of hearing it. All right, last one. B diminished. So you got 2, 5, 3. I think is how I play it. I hope you can see how the last exercise, is the finger find the buzz, correlates so much with this exercise. I'm using different finger combinations, and you want to be quick with them. You don't want to press down too hard. The harder you press down, the less movement you're going to have, or the more work it takes to get to where you need to go. Like just that puzzle that is 2, 5, 3, 4. All right, 2, 5, 3, 4, 3, 6. Oh. Nah, sometimes if I don't play these all at once, I don't remember how I play it. It'll be funny if I have a note wrong, which I wouldn't be surprised if I did. Okay, that's how I'm gonna play it. I don't remember if I like it with that. Right now that feels very natural. I think that feels best. And then going back to that F throws me a little bit too. All right, so 2, 5, 3, 4, 3. This part right here. And then, so like this one has 3 tricky things in my mind. And the last one, this 5, 2, 1, 2. All right. Let's try to play a couple good ones. Stretch just a little bit. I don't think I'm playing everything perfectly. But just getting the idea into my fingers. All right, let's do this in a minute. And 4 and good enough for right now because I'm going to get about 5 minutes left. I want to quick hit the funk, or at least the rules of the funk, before I'm done. All right. So, and I'll do this again. This E9 chord we're playing, 7, 6, 7, 7. So that's the chord we want. So go a little slower. 7, 6, 7, 7. Okay. Now the reason we picked this chord for this funk exercise is we're going to go back and forth between. First, we just want to do all mute. So the X that you see is just mute. So at 50 BPM, we're going to go 1 E and 2 E and. All right, let's see how fast that would be. And 3 E and 4 E and 1. And ideally, I don't do that accent that you hear every once in a while. Fix that later too. Okay. Mostly because I'm running out of time. So you see in exercise number 1, and this is all in our blog, link below. So for every dash is a press down of the chord. Every X is a mute. So that first part is down, up, down, up. So just break that down. Down, up, down, up. So beat 2. One more time. Beat 3. Beat 4. All right, we're going to do that again. Beat 1. Beat 1. Beat 2. We'll do that better. Beat 2. Beat 3. And 4. All right, with metronome. First, we're going to establish the count. So that is all I have time for right now. I'll do a longer one on the funk in the future because I think this is a great exercise to just again, continue to warm up, get your hand thinking differently, getting these new patterns in. Lots of learning to do. So I hope this helps. Grab it below. If you guys want the sheet music, please sign up for a membership because that helps us do more videos and write more sheet music for you guys.